All right, cool.
Got it.
So say
Hey,
hello.
everybody. Tina and I are
Hello.
just testing. That's Tina. Um, she does things like this. She does, and what's the other one? Oh, I had it the other day. Is that LA?
What
LA.
side?
She's in LA.
What
Is that it?
side?
West Side. I don't know if I can do that. Um, we just
Wu-Tang.
we're just testing. She's the cool one, and I'm the old person.
He's the awake one.
Hopefully. Um, so we're just doing a test of my hotspot link, which seems to be working.
Looks really good. Looks even better than Avatar. Uh-oh. Spoke too soon.
Well, and I said to Tina, what happened there?
What happened there? Yeah. We spoke too soon.
You're freezing. Your screen is freezing.
You're freezing. We spoke too soon.
Really?
We
No, I was
jinxed
doing
it.
that on purpose. I did that.
We jinxed it.
I did that on purpose. Yeah, we jinxed it. Finger on my nose. Atonement. I'm not separate from what I think I see. Okay, so we thought we'd take this opportunity, and don't worry about Tina's messy bedroom. Usually neater than that. She has a
Let me,
thing for it.
yeah,
Yeah,
here.
you'll leave it cleaner.
Oh,
We thought we'd take this opportunity to hold up the little traveler's guide book
Traveler's
and
Guide.
just do the pages. Come on, you have to demonstrate it. It has
Sure.
pages with
Little
things.
stories in the beginning, little introduction,
So this
and
is the
then,
booklet. Yeah, that's it. And then the
mm,
course stuff is in there as well. There's some course
yeah.
stuff towards the back. So that's about a 50-page booklet. That's the one that you guys that are contributing money for, we're going to get reprinted. We're going to change some of the
The stories.
stuff like that,
I'm trying to
like play
make
school.
it not so glary.
Yeah. We're we're still fiddling with YouTube so we can actually get the money we've collected because what are we up to? Tax. I've got to put some tax
Yeah,
information in there
little
or
simple
something.
stuff. You guys don't need to know.
Right. But
Little stuff we have to do
I've
still.
had people asking me when will they be ready, so I'm just trying to like
Yeah, yeah,
they'll be ready very soon, hopefully. There's a spelling mistake in the cover, so we're going to fix that. There's a
yeah. Makes me crazy.
I didn't
Yeah.
find salvation because I was good at school. So
This is why I haven't
otherwise I
found
probably never would have.
it.
I'd be out there running IBM or something. Um,
Or we'd be switched. We'd be flipped over.
right.
I'd be you and you'd be me.
There'd be something. It's like if you like the what is it? Oh no, I'm getting sidetracked. So we've got those little books coming up. Tina often puts a link. Yep, for the big
Yep.
one for the Course in Miracles. That's the sparkly one. Now you guys
Yes.
can get that for free from the Borderland Foundation.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
What's that coming up
Annie
backwards? It's no longer there.
Annie's no longer part of Borderland. It is now
Brittany.
Tom, Tom and
Brittany.
Brittany,
Yes.
and that'll be the link. I don't know if they're charging postage to mail them out
They
or what
are.
they are,
They are. Mm-hmm.
but you get the book for the price of the postage. So unless you live
Mm-hmm.
at the North Pole, um,
Yeah.
it's a deal. So that was all I really wanted to say about that, and just for to use that as an opportunity to test the Zoom. Now we're
Yeah.
going to do a few Zoom meetings.
Can I say something else about the books though?
Yes, please.
So the FIP version,
And
they
basic
are
and a
out of
piece.
books right now.
How
And the
come they're
Sparkly,
out
I
of books?
believe, I know, how is that possible? I think the Sparkly is nearly out as well. So
Yeah.
what's available like immediately are the links. It's FIP has a really vibrant website, so and an app too. And I believe the Sparkly has an app as well. So you can look at this online. I know I like a book too, but in the meantime, you don't have to wait. You can get the and the links are all in the description. They're all in the pinned comments on all the videos. So you can get a link immediately while they sort of sort out the sort of changes happen at Borderland and FIP whenever they get that sorted out. And Dave's got his book, and you can get those on Amazon, and those links are also in the description box.
That's the white edition.
The
Part
white
A.
edition.
You have to order both parts. Have you got that there?
I do.
Hold it up.
All right, my messy room. Where is the white edition?
You should have all the books. I know
I
you're
do.
book.
I do have the
No.
COA. Here's the COA. Where's the white edition?
I
Oh,
never got into that COA one. I picked it up once and started reading it. For some reason, the energetics of it just like put me off. And I mean,
yeah,
it's the
it's
same
a
book, I guess, but
yeah. I do have the white. I can't find it right now.
coffee table.
I got so many books. They're all by my bed. There's a little Osho here. Where's the white edition?
I'm not really a fan of Osho. I mean, he has some beautiful teachings, but I don't know.
I dig him.
You kind of have to look down on Osho from a great height to see. You know, if you're doing it from the bottom up, it's hard going. It's like all of those Eastern traditions.
Is that how you? Oh, here it
Oh
is. I knew
man,
it was here. What?
you don't find that? I thought
What?
if
That
I
what?
had, there we go.
About what? About Osho?
If I hadn't had an experience, here, tilt it a bit because it looks shiny. Oh well, there's the dove on the cover. Anyway, that's the white edition.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to read the Bhagavad Gita. You know, that's
What? This book is like the Bhagavad Gita?
no. When I read anything by Osho, you know,
Oh,
like,
really? I don't know. I feel it. I
it's
don't feel
just
like
like
it's too.
I don't know what it
Oh,
is.
really? No,
Yeah,
I like
it's like all of a sudden I feel as if I was drunk or something in my head trying to read it, and it's like
a little bit like that. And you hear
right,
him too, a
but you
little bit
know.
like,
Right, but you know why is because I have this total association with Jesus, you know, and his ray association is totally different to Osho's. So that's why you kind of get looped into a sort of hooked into your own vibe, you know, and because like you're finding yourself and you're rediscovering your own association with your truth, which is a singular truth, but I can't read anything anymore. I just can't read. I can't pick up a book and read anything that's spiritual or like it's done.
I go in and out. Like for a minute, I was like really like Osho. And this is like when I
I
say
know a lot of
like,
guys do that. They sort of like look for.
but Joel Goldsmith is one too for me. Like
Joel's amazing.
I can't
So
get enough of him. I can't get
right,
enough.
right.
He's like my
The
thing.
Infinite Way. That book, The Infinite Way. I mean, I've read 2 or 3 of his books, but
Oh
when I read that
God.
one, it was just like it was put into my head. It's like whoa, you know, like this really.
Yeah.
And it padded everything out. But at the same time, that's only the conceptual mind, you know, like looking at it that way. So I'd much rather have the
I
the
agree.
simplicity of salvation. Ready? That's it.
Yeah. Okay.
All the books pale. They all fall away.
I know. I think you and a couple people told me like no more books. I hid all my books when Annie came.
Did you? Oh, have you got a copy of my book there? The one that
I
I put
do, and I wanted to say that that
because
also
I never mention it. I always forget.
that's also in the link in the description box. But I do have
Oh,
it.
I think I get
Yeah,
26 cents a copy of that.
I know we're working. Well, that's the next thing to work on
What
is to
is
get
that? How do
that
you how as an
published.
author,
Well,
how do you manage?
I
I've seen
used to
that book for
publish
sale
stuff.
on for like $40 on Amazon, and I get 26 cents.
Well, I'm gonna
I know
redo
it's
it
not
for you.
about the money, but like using that money to print the other books is helpful. So if we could get more percentage of, you know,
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah. No, that
it
needs to be
doesn't matter.
republished. So that's also like on the list of things because it's priced too high and it's not really
It is priced too high. I don't know who puts the
Yeah.
price like that.
You
It's
do.
like,
You did that, but I have to redo it for you.
I did that
That's what I've been told.
on the website, like on the publisher's website. There's a recommended amount for whatever that you have to have, and they won't let you go below it. Like it's their minimum, because
Mm.
they're retailers like Apple and BookPod and all of that. They command a certain percentage. They have to make so much out of a book, so
No, we're
anyway,
doing it over. We're
all
doing it over.
very industrial and commercial, and I'm not into that side of it. But
Your book was somewhere. I hit them all when Annie came
you hid them.
because I had like a stack of Joel Goldsmith books, and I was just like, "This is ridiculous."
You would have stuffed them down the front of your pants and made you walk around town with them.
She's like, "No more books, Tina." Anyway, so yeah, there's a
I would
book.
say that too. No more books, Tina.
You did say that. Everybody has said that to me.
Did
No more
I?
books. Yeah, everybody.
Do you
And I'm
listen?
not. No, I'm not bought any more books.
Good.
Bit of a lie.
In my book, so since I've mentioned it, I'll just talk about it since we're doing this
Yeah.
video. In my book, the only reason I put it together as a book was because Rosie, who was my wife at the time, I was going through stuff and clearing out stuff in the office, and I was going to throw it in the bin. I had this big stack of papers from when I was going through my transformation, and I couldn't sleep at night. So I would go into the office and I'd just, and out would come all this stuff, right? It would just like all this channel kind of stuff. And I would put it in a folder, and I'd always think one day maybe I'll go back and reread it, but I don't know that I ever really did. But there was a lot of good stuff in there. And Rosie said, "Why don't you make it into a book?" And I thought, because I'm a top-down association with salvation, it might be helpful to other guys that are top-down, because A Course in Miracles is, of course, from the bottom up. So, but anyway, and there was talking about you and your books. There was the story of Sue in Tilba that had like the biggest collection of self-help, spiritual books, new age books. She had like a whole, like your little bookshelf there. It was like 10 times the size.
Bless her heart.
I know, right?
I'm trying to find it. I just had it out because I was
Just
talking
going to
to that
confuse yourself
publisher.
with all those books.
Exactly. It's just still
You'll just
down to
spend the rest of your life saying, "Oh, this book's saying something like such and such said."
No, what happens is
This
you
is
read it,
much
you
the
get
same as
another.
Osho.
No, well, no. The thing that happens is you get a book and you think, "Oh, this is going to be it," and then you find, at least I find myself like I'm reading it, whatever, and then toward the end it's like, "Oh, then not this either,
Right,
not this either," and then
right.
another book and another book.
Because
It's
fundamentally you know the truth, because it's
mm-hmm,
within you. And when you read
mm-hmm.
something that, it's like people said to me in that video, the one that kind of went viral there for us for a little bit, that people say to me, "I don't know what it is about what you're saying, because like it's just the same as anyone else sort of says, but for some reason they're compelled to it." It's because it comes through from the experience I had. Like it was,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I said that day. Like literally, I don't know what I said on that video.
It
I
was
just
weird
knew.
too. That video when I heard it, it wasn't anything new, but
I know.
I felt to like
But it had
share it
that
with the
resonance. It
group.
just had that resonance. That's why I deleted all the other ones after it. But anywho,
Yeah, I wish I had it to show. I feel like it was anyway.
doesn't matter.
There's
Doesn't matter.
another book. There's
I
another
don't
book.
even know where the file for it is now. I think it's in my hard drive
No, I have
somewhere.
it.
Oh, you've got the file for my book?
Yeah, at that thing that
Really?
yeah,
Oh, that's good. All right.
yeah.
Well, you do whatever.
I mean, I have it with we'll talk about it later. Through that site that you self-published,
Lightning Source.
something
Yeah,
like
or
that.
whatever they're called. Yeah. Yeah.
Ingram or something.
Desktop publishers. Something. There's got to be a way. There's got to
Do it
be
yourself.
somebody that can publish it, and we at least get 50% of the,
No, we're gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna take care of it.
So, anyway, that's about it, I think. So we're going to do a few Zoom meetings. We'll do a couple. Well, why don't we do one next week? Same time, same channel. No. Just I'm thinking,
No,
we've
we
got a
need to
lot of.
talk about we were actually just sort of
We're going
joining
to
to do
do the
this.
ones for the parables.
Mm-hmm.
We're
Mm-hmm.
doing the parables, you and I, because you're more biblical than me.
And I'm so not.
You've got a better memory than me. Well, you've got between now and then to read. Let's do Matthew, because Matthew's got the Sermon on the Mount and got everything in it. So
Okay, cool.
you can
Cool.
brainstorm Matthew. I'll try and find my New Testament and I'll just brush up on it all. I don't know. Anyone that's just tuning in, if anyone's tuning in, I've just literally moved house and everything's in boxes and.
I don't have the live. I have the live just testing it. I think I do. I just have it.
All
So
right.
this will be a recording that they'll see. But we were
Well,
just joining to
we'll
kind
post
of
this
go over
anyway out
the.
because there's
Mhm.
useful stuff about the books on here.
Sure.
But
But
before we do the parables one, I'd like to be able to offer something for all the new guys, the new subscribers on YouTube that we've got, because that
right.
video really added a whole bunch of people into the mix,
Hmm.
and a lot of them are just new to the course. And like in the idea of my brother's keeper, or in the idea of the Good Samaritan, I feel like we should be reaching out more and making a better offering or a more wholehearted offering in whatever way we can that people can actually connect, because a lot of people have said, man, can I contact you somehow?
Yeah.
I need
And
to
there's some
talk to you
really
about this.
sincere people. I
And I
mean, I've
get
I've
that. Yeah,
talked to a
there's a
few
lot of
people too. I've talked to
yeah.
quite a few people. But this recording is like kind of all over the place because we were actually just going to join to go over some logistics. So nothing's really because we need to kind of talk about the time now because now that
All right.
and we
Well,
can
you
talk
sort
about that.
that out. You sort that
No,
out
I
because
got to sort it out with
I'm not
you.
working. I just gave my
That's what
business.
I mean. I was gonna say that. So now we don't have to do it around that work schedule of yours, but I'm still working.
Exactly.
So maybe we can do it a little bit
Just
around.
quit your job. Just walk
I'm
out.
ready to. I'm ready
Say
to.
thank you, and just walk out. That's the best way to
Uh,
do anything in
yeah,
life.
I'm feeling really close to that.
Let it be a
So
miracle.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm waiting. I mean, not waiting for the miracle. I'm entitled to it. I don't have
You
that
are
shirt
the
on.
miracle. What are you
I
talking?
am the miracle. So.
You are the miracle. Believe in yourself.
So yeah, look forward to that. And in the seeming meantime, we'll talk about like maybe a different day than we had done before. Because
Okay. Well,
so
let's do it soon, because like I
no,
want to,
that's what I wanted to say. Like that first. Let's do that first, and then like
and
what we
then
talked
do the
about in
parables.
July, and then do the parables as a bit of a break. This is what I was just kind of maybe think is maybe do a few weeks. And again, this is what I wanted to just talk about, two of us, just kind of hash it out a little bit. But since I'm doing a recording of it, just
Okay,
maybe
that's all right.
a few weeks of
We're all tribe.
the new, like kind of a introduction to the Zooms and stuff, and
Okay.
we could talk about like how they
I don't know if people really watch a lot of those Zooms we did in the past, do they?
probably not, but I keep putting since you've been talking about it, I keep
There's some
putting
good
in
stuff in
links.
some of them.
And it can kind of see like what the Zooms are like because the Zooms are full participation.
They're
Sometimes I
full
know myself when
participation
I
and they're
watch it.
confronting. They're
Yeah,
confronting, is what I like.
yeah. So I mean, when
You got to
I'm
get
watching
out
a
of your
YouTube,
comfort zone.
exactly, exactly, and that whole thing, like if I could sum up some of your teachings, or one of the principles of your teachings is really facing your fears, confronting your fears, and getting out of your comfort zone. And when you get out of your comfort zone, of course, you're going to automatically be facing your fears because you're only trying to be comfortable to stay safe. So when that goes away, then you are
The
going to
comfort
automatically be
zone
in your
really is
fear.
the admission of fear.
Exactly, exactly. And I mean, my
You know,
hand up. I mean, the whole thing, the whole Zoom meetings have been just that for me for the last couple of years. So I keep putting the links for the Zoom meeting so that that people that are new and are interested, because everyone is calling and saying that they want to join and do, but just so
I
you
know
know
people.
what you're joining, what you're signing up for.
No,
And
don't
they
tell them.
are well,
Let them just push them in
well, I
the
mean,
deep end. That's the only
yeah.
way to get at this.
I know, but just be prepared to have your camera on, and it's like really no excuses. Not like, oh, my camera's
Yeah.
not working today, or oh, I can't. No, you can't. And again, it's like the miracle. Like ask for a miracle. You'll make it. It'll happen. If you
Yep,
really
it
want
will
to.
happen.
So exactly, if you really want to be here, and I think I was talking about this with someone else. If you said that if you come to the meetings and you turn your camera on, I give you $1 million, it would happen. You know what I mean? But it would. Your camera would be on and you would be full
But
participation
because
if
you
you thought
don't
you were
know
getting
what
it.
salvation is, you're
You
like,
don't know the value of salvation. And these teachings,
people are
and
going to think
everyone
I'm
is
crazy if they see
resonating
me
with
in
it.
this meeting.
This is valuable. These teachings are valuable. So the opportunity to join in the Zoom readings, I just would take it serious. It's a, like, show up, cameras are gonna be on, full participation. I Yeah, absolutely. I had to take it serious. It always goes off. So exactly. You can see how foolish I was in the meeting. So yeah, look at the Zoom. I'm a stubborn association.
You're my reflection of stubborn. I don't know if I've had a stubborn reflection yet. I had a
Me?
reflection the other day. I can't remember what it was now. I healed it, but it was something. It was up here on the mountain. It was something to do with eating sugar.
What?
Anyway. All right. Well, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, but we're going to continue to talk. Huh?
What does your t-shirt say? I'm going
I'm
to
going to let God fix it, because if I fix it, I'm going to go to jail. True story.
Oh, yeah.
True story. But let's stick
People
around.
find God in jail. So
What's that?
a lot of people find God in jail.
Yeah, I just really hope that if that's not part of my script.
Nah, it's not part of your script. Don't worry. I got the skinny on that one.
Oh, cool. I was speaking to somebody from the Zoom, and we were talking about having to go into psych wards, and my whole avoidance of anything but that.
Hey, well, whatever you got to do.
Whatever I got to do, and
if you have to go into the psych ward and you do it consciously, then so be it. Because I mean, like, at least you have some level of support there, and the mania and the insanity that you can go through in a transformation. If you try to do this without higher guidance, it's like you will end up in the nut house. Like,
well, that's what I'm saying. I'm just doing my, as much as I can consciously do on my, I mean, not on my own. Everything is with Holy Spirit, but I'm just really trying to do my best with what's given to me right now.
It's all given. Ready?
Oh.
You just have to say yes. It's all given.
Yes. Wow. Thank you. And
Yes,
help.
Help.
And help. Yeah, that's where I'm always leaning into
the
the help
whole
part.
thing. God only gives, and it's a whole give.
So good. So good. So good. So good. So cool. So stay tuned
That's
for
it.
that.
We've done a
No,
bunch.
you and I need to keep talking, but this is all I think. We showed the book.
Really? This is the most I've talked to anyone for ages.
I know, I could tell. Usually
except for my
down,
little things, and then I'm just sort of talking to myself. But
huh?
Doesn't matter. I'm still talking to myself.
So yeah, everything is in the description box. Everything is there, and look forward to like a community post. Just
we should do a t-shirt and get some like little girl with pigtails and doing that.
I have a picture.
You do?
I do. Lots of pictures of me with my finger on my nose. I'm always sending it out to people. I'm like, yep, there it is. Yep, there it is.
As soon as you take your finger off your nose, you're screwed.
It's always me.
Right? Yeah, always this me. One. All righty, so let's stop recording.
Bye.
If we're still recording. Bye, everybody, and we'll see you soon. Thank you for all the love. That's really beautiful.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Donations, really thank you. Questions, thank you. Everything, like, we're totally grateful.
Absolutely. Real talk.
Real talk.